for calling Fina Bank.
Fina Bank, your partner in growth and development. Excellence.
Integrity.
Energetic.
Accessible.
Leadership.
Flexible.
Confident.
Effective.
Committed.
Fina Bank, your partner in growth and development.
Honesty.
Fina Bank.
Trustworthy.
Diversity.
Innovation.
Customer-oriented.
Knowledgeable.
Accountable. Dynamic.
Industry-focused.
Competitive.
Customer-centric.
Agents for change.
Community focused.
Fina Bank, your partner in growth and development.
Fina Bank.
Idea came almost in 1989. First day we had 3 or 4 staff,
Okay.
MD and general manager. First with 2-3 years we continued as a non-bank from 91 to 96. Then in 96 we were obliged by the central bank regulations that all non-bank finance companies convert into fully fledged commercial banks.
We're operating close to 35 outlets in the 3 countries we're in, which is Kenya, Uganda, and Rwanda. And most of the major towns in Kenya and Rwanda are covered. When we were a Nairobi-based bank, we were employing close to about 60 people. Today, 8 years later, 8 or 9 years later, our numbers are close to about 550 across the region on the bank side.
At Fina Bank, we hold your hands right from the point of inception, and we hold it all along. We are in that journey together with you until we all achieve. When you achieve, we achieve. When we achieve, you achieve.
So creating an employment is something that satisfies you.
I've been with Fina Bank for the past 6 years. I run a beauty parlor on Kimati Street. Fina Bank is one of the best banks you can ever have. Actually, many banks you don't get where one of the staff, when you have a problem, they can come up to you.
We were one of the first customers at the industrial area branch. I believe we started in 1998, which was about a month or 2 months after they established the branch here. We have needed to become very efficient in what we do, in all aspects of our operations. And having Fina Bank here has helped us an immense deal. They are very much service orientated, and within a phone call, all our issues are resolved.
Fina actually gave us a very solid foundation. And I remember when we started working with Fina, it was very difficult for them to understand our needs. So it took the then managing director of Fina Bank, who came over to our office and tried to understand what we were doing. They went back and actually formulated a financial structure that actually met our needs at that time. It was personal service whereby our account relationship manager would take all his time and knew exactly what we wanted.
Because without understanding clientele is difficult, and can you find a solution to the customer's requirement? Customer's needs may be different. So you have to understand the customer's requirement. And approaching customers, any customer is no small for me. And smaller the better for us to understand them and how can be helpful to them.
We have good customer service and they attend to my banking needs. It took me literally 5 minutes to do my banking and I'm very happy with it.
And I would prefer some local Kenyans, the indigenous Kenyans. If they come here and if they are successful in business, a Kenyan entrepreneurs coming up and creating something out of it.
Wamekuwa cooperative kwa advice sana kama tunachukua loan kwa wanatuadvise vile tutaweza endelea vile tunaweza chukua kama ni kidogo.
Yes.
Wanajaribu kutuadvise sana.
Okay. I'll say Fina Bank staff are very passionate about our shared vision and mission, and the concerted teamwork of all staff, of board of directors, and the support of our shareholders is what makes us a financial success.
Our relationships with Fina Bank have been very good since our inception of our company, Step In Limited, for the last 7-8 years. and the customer service team has always been helpful and very prompt to any of our needs. Also, the other team is the treasury team, which have always satisfied our needs and also given us guidance on the rates, which are very fluctuating, which helps us as importers to minimize our losses.
The idea is to keep on finding businesses which are scalable, which Fina can support. If we find clients who are growing in the region and we're either following them or supporting their growth, right? And we can do it the other way around, where we're growing in the region and we have got our client base that we can take across the region. Okay. Rwanda is a classic example of this.
I am from Fina Bank Rwanda, your partner in growth and development.
Fina went into Rwanda in 2004. We were one of the first international investors in Rwanda. Not first Kenyan investor, but one of the first international investors in Rwanda. Today, when we look at our corporate clients who are expanding into the region, we say to them, don't just come to us for your credit facilities, but we can actually show you the steps of how to set up in these markets, because we've been there ourselves. You know, because we've also had to go out into that market and actually go and get the trading licenses and go and, you know, file our taxes, go and employ people and so forth, and open up branches.
One of the other things that we like about Fina is the flexibility, and flexibility in finance. It's taken many years for the banks to get involved in aircraft finance, and you can understand why. This is a movable asset. Fina Bank now understands that an aircraft is actually less movable than a lot of other things.
So the strategic vision boils down to that, is how do we either take our customers with us into new markets, right? Or how do we actually follow our customers into these new markets? Okay. So in the short term or short to medium term, our focus still remains East Africa. Because we believe there's a lot of regional integration going across these markets, and, you know, free movement of labor and capital and so forth, and there's just enough for us to grow within these markets.
Fast, very professional in their dealings, and that's why we continue to do business with them. There are 32 subsidiaries in the Owners Group. They relate land, manufacturing, IT, one of them is Symphony.
So we've been through the same pain that any other sort of business, a corporate or a businessman is going to find going into these markets. So how do we partner with our clients where we're not just providing credit facilities or providing banking facilities, but create this partnership where we're supporting each other?
Thika Hospice takes care of patients with life-limiting illnesses. Those are illnesses that can easily cause death. Fina Bank is our best donor, let me use that word. They have worked with us for those 3 years. They were the very first people who stepped in here to help us, and they brought us drugs. And as we moved on, they realized we didn't have furniture, and they brought in furniture. All that we use right now, any furniture, any cupboards was donated by Fina Bank. And on top of that, they even gave us an account that we run for free. Anytime we have functions in the community, Fina Bank is always at the front line.
I I am the director and the founder with my husband of the Madare Child Development Center, which was founded back in 1995. We are able to grow because we have our partners that partner with us. We have our friends, Fina Bank, that has been partnering with us. They have donated food, they have donated clothes, they have donated money, and right now they have just donated the greenhouse you see behind me. And so we are grateful for the Fina Bank and for their donation, and they are partnering with us.
Bona, 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 bona.
Veena Kavya from Fina Bank is a friend of mine, and one day she said, Dr. Choksi, why don't you open an account with us in the Fina Bank? We can help you to some extent with these people with albinism. I found this a very good idea because the other bank that we had was far away. The signatories were never available, some of the people with albinism, because they really are from a low socioeconomic background, so even coming. So we said it might be a good idea that we start a bank which is nearby, where people also appeared very friendly to us. They went out of the way to even help us in starting this account initially, and have helped us financially also in the past.
Colossians chapter 10 verse 31, it says, well, whatever you do, whether you eat or drink, do all for God's glory.
When we went to Fina Bank, we found the staff to be very friendly, and they also offered to sponsor some of these children for the studies. Over 20 children to go to regular schools through this Fina Bank account. We are also, 7 of them are pursuing higher studies. Some of the entrepreneurs have been given money to stand on their own feet. It's like now we are like a family that we live, and Fina Bank has all throughout has helped us a lot. And I hope they will continue helping us in future to make a difference to the lives of the children with albinism.
At Fina Bank, we hold your hands right from the point of inception, and we hold it all along. We are in that journey together with you until we all achieve. When you achieve, we achieve. When we achieve, you achieve.
We do believe that if we're fair to our customers and if we're fair to society, that the winnings will come over a period of time. That we're not going to push for quick gains today, because we believe that will sort of damage or actually impede in your kind of long-term growth.
The reason I bank with Fina Bank is because of their integrity, because of their innovation, and I also feel, being a small bank, they have time to listen to customers like myself who come in with strange requests. One day I'm buying a helicopter, the next day I'm buying a caravan Cessna, the next day I'm buying a biplane. Fina can get their head around this and they can understand it, and we can move forward.
When the history of this company will be put down, Fina will have a very prominent line.
Ethics is very, very important. Integrity is very important. Without that, nobody can progress, and especially in banking sector. Trust, ethics, integrity. And without that, we cannot.
Fina Bank, your partner in growth and development.